What's good, YouTube and Twitch? We have here a live Dinosaur profile on live stream as we have hit our donation incentive to do another 24-hour live stream. So that is going to be super awesome. But let's go ahead and get into this profile. First off, we've got three baby Ceratosaurus and our three Pterodons. They definitely help turbo out the deck. You're able to pop them from hand many more ways than having them summoned by abusing the field spell that we'll get to later. We've got two Dogorons, which are actually searchable in this deck. So they out a lot of problems that you'll have in the meta, including Masterpiece over here, who I have highlighted as a discussion point later. We've got two Ghost Ash and Beautiful Spring. We're adding this to the deck. It's an amazing hand trap. If you notice from my previous deck, the Terratop engine is gone and replaced basically for these four in the main. These four are an amazing addition to the deck as I've tested more and more. True Dracos were a real problem, and these four cards all help answer True Dracos and how they play excessively well. You have your one Garnet of the deck, the True Garnet. Drac Aolo, you don't want to draw this, you want to bring it out every time with Miscellaneous Source. You can just banish Miscellaneous Source by itself to special summon this, and of course he tutors out almost anything in this deck that is a dinosaur straight from the deck besides your Conductor Tyranno. Overraptor, which gets you anything you want, including Conductor Dogoron, as long as it says dinosaur on its monsters, you are getting it with your Overraptor. We've got two copies of our True King the Vanisher, one copy of our Water, and we've got three copies of Litho. I still like this ratio a lot in this build. The Water comes in so clutch. Your optimal play, honestly, in my opinion, rather than hitting their extra a lot of the time, is, especially against True Dracos, is to special summon this by hitting a Water and a Baby. When you do that, I think it's truly optimal because you're not going to have to waste your tuner to help you make your VFD. And we'll talk about that in a bit too, because you're always wanting to Nat Beast. We've got one copy of Tyranno Infinity here, as people call this a Garnet as well. I don't truly consider Tyranno Infinity a Garnet, so to speak. When you draw him, he's usually 2,000 plus at worst. It's bad if he's 2,000, but oftentimes he's like 6,000 when you're summoning him, and he's kind of one of your answers to Masterpiece as well after forcing. So very easy to get out if your resource game has gone strong with a Miscellaneous Source direct from deck at 4K, which beats over her already, or him. Not really sure Masterpiece gender. Let's not assume it. And we've got two of our Ultimate Conductor Tyranno. Just an amazing monster. Book of Eclipse during your opponent's turn, wipes through boards. It's why you really don't have to concentrate too much on Spell and Trap Destruction in the main, because this just forces so much and then can be protected by your Miscellaneous Source also, which is an amazing hand trap in addition to its ability to tutor monsters to the field. We've got three Dragonic Diagrams. So this pops a card from anywhere, a monster card from anywhere, and allows you to, well, it's monster, spell, or trap, but in this deck you're typically hitting a monster, right? But it allows you to pop and destroy one other card in your hand or you control, and you add a True Draco or True King card from your deck to your hand. So you're adding one of these six. You've usually got to think about which one you're going with, but it's often the Earth. And then you, if you're popping any of these three, which are very searchable, you've got the six themselves, three of him to be able to search, and three Fossil Digs. So you're typically getting to one while you have this, and you have the three Terraformings to get to it. The consistency is just so insane. You'll be able to special summon Overraptor. You'll get to any part of your deck. It's just awesome. So basically the field spell is going to be popping hard. And pop. How do you bring out the Water True King? You pop the True King, yes. So you guys asking what you do with this? You're using Lithosashim's effect to pop the Water. You can search it with the field spell as well, but if you have this in hand with this, you're able to reveal Lithosashim, pop the Water, pop a Baby, and then get his effect to special summon the Fire and Defense from the deck. It's just so good. We got two Instant Fusions. That's the ultimate extender. Every time you see an insane board with this deck, it's usually because Instant Fusion is enabled one more piece further. And of course the three Terraforming is mentioned. And the old guys, Imperial Order, definitely causing you havoc. It allows you to go for different plays than having to focus on Nat Beast when you get to it, although I still suggest Nat Beasting at times. And the 3 Solemn Scoldings here are something I'm going to be testing out all through tonight. I think Solemn Scolding is a really good main deck choice. Again, it's another answer to Masterpiece, which you will be struggling with in the format despite having so many cards to get over him, because he takes care of one card that will take care of him. So you have to take care of him twice if you let him establish, or her, whatever the gender. Masterpiece, you're so mysterious. But I think overall, this build is really solid, not having to focus on the rank 3 engine. So let's see what it freed up in the extra deck space. We've got Norden, we've got Black Rose. Just for the memes, it probably should realistically be something else. We've got Dinglong, we've got High Speed Roy Chambara. We've got Naturia Beast. We've got Trishula. Abyss Dweller. Abyss Dweller was a much added need after considerations. It's really, really good against True Dracos and the Mirror Match. 1 Castel, 1 Diamond Direwolf is added in here too now that we have the space. The Dolka, Lagia, Gagaga Samurai, Interblathnir. I don't summon this much, but when I do, it actually does matter, so I like to keep it in. And the 2 True King of all Calamities, as he's called now. Very important to run at least 2. So things that I might change around are Black Rose and Interblath, but I think Interblath deserves its spot. Having both of these has been really nice. And I just wanted to say, one of the really cool plays of having Dogron in the main too is making sure you don't get Kaiju'd. You can Miscellaneous Source this out if you don't have to use Miscellaneous Source in your combos. And during the end phase, Miscellaneous Source will destroy him, and you'll summon a Dogron to the field. The downside of that can be, if they have the 3300 Kaiju in their hand, they can be summoning something that could potentially take care of VFD. But with the field spell, he has 3300 defense, so if you leave him in defense, it's pretty good, and that's why a lot of people leave him in defense. We have the 3rd Ghost Ash, just in case you're playing against lawn mowing decks and the likes. 3 Ghost Ogres. I might want to try to figure out a way to main Ghost Ogre, because it's so good against this field spell. It's just so good. We've got extra Kaiju pieces along with these. We didn't really want to shove too many more in since we're already maining the Dogrons. And it really sucks to draw these. So I've been going back and forth on how to play the Kaiju engine, so this part's not final. 3 Cosmic Cyclone and 3-Dimensional Barrier. Now, why do I stress on Masterpiece so much? Masterpiece is just a demon to get over. Masterpiece is so good at doing spot removal. And somebody just said, have you considered Lightning? This is one of the reasons why I don't like Lightning, even though it's like a secondary push out to it. It just destroys Lightning and makes you have to find another way to get over it. Although I do like Lightning. If you were to play Lightning over the Black Rose and Interblath, I would think you might use it more. So it is something to consider for you guys, because the Instant Fusion then becomes an out to Masterpiece as well, and it's something I might end up trying. But definitely, Solemn Scolding is something that's really cool for the deck that you put Dimensional Barrier against decks that matter more, like Paleozoics, where you're going to be using it against them and basically using it as a way to shut off their entire turn. Burning Abyss, of course. I've actually been coming across it a lot online. But against True Dracos, this card just doesn't matter, and it's going to be your hardest matchup of the format, in my opinion. So you want a lot of ways to deal with it. In our main deck, 3 ways to stop the summon of it. 2 Dogrons. We have the Ghost Ash, which helps slows down it coming out. The 2 Conductors and the Infinity are all of your ways to get over it in the main deck. And I think that's super important to have. So thanks for watching. This was donated for on stream. You can come join us on the live stream anytime I am live. It is so awesome. We will be doing the 24 live stream. I will have an official date for that as we see our next few weeks scheduled. But I should definitely be doing it, I would think, in the next 3 weeks. Maybe on a Wednesday/Thursday combo. But I'd like to do it on a Thursday going into a Friday, if possible. It just depends on our schedules and what we're all doing. Billy and Jackie will be a part of that live stream for a bit. Thank you so much. I can't do another one all by myself. But this was a super fun update on the deck profile master plan. No, it is Masterpiece is the problem.